For about the last 2 years, I've been slowly migrating away from both Android and Windows for my mobility productivity and moving into the Apple and iOS ecosystem. Now, what I've learned is there's a lot of different cables and I'm slowly running out of adapters and places to plug them in. That's where today's product is coming in to fix all of those concerns, and when you see it, you will not believe that it's not made directly from Apple themselves. More on that right after word from today's video sponsor. If you guys are looking for an affordable Windows 10 key, then you need to do yourselves a favor and check out VIPSCDkey.com. Using the link within the description below, as well as the coupon code GG20, you will have yourselves a brand new Microsoft Windows 10 Pro OEM CD key for as little as $15.82. What are you waiting for? Use that link within the video description, and thank you, VIP SCD Key, for sponsoring today's video. What's going on, guys? It's Crazy Dog here, and in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at this guy right here. Now, this is the iSwift Power Cloud, and this is fixing to solve a big issue that I've just identified that I have in the last couple of weeks, and that's running out of I/O and connectivity to charge all of my Apple accessories. Now, my productivity setup is behind me, but over on the other side of the camera, I actually have my living room area, and that's traditionally where I use my phone, that's where I charge my Apple Watch, my AirPods, that's where I use my laptop. And my solution that I was using before just wasn't working. It was a generic old power strip. It had adapters upon adapters upon adapters plugged in. So when iSwift reached out and offered to send me this little guy here, I very quickly jumped on the opportunity. Now, this is the iSwift Power Cloud, and what this does is provides you with an all-in-one power solution for more needs than just Apple, but I myself, just based on the overall aesthetic and how I'm using it, I'm gonna consider this the best companion for all of my Apple needs. Now, on the top, you're gonna see 3 AC outlets. This is the US version, and I mean, this is nothing new. Traditionally, with any other power strip, you're gonna have all of your adapters, and I'm gonna reach over and grab a couple of these. We're gonna use my 65 watt for my MacBook. We're going to use my 20 watt OEM adapter for my iPhone. And then I would normally have a USB-A adapter over here as well for my Apple Watch. And I mean, that's very quickly creating a tower that's kind of gonna get out of control and just looks kind of overall not very appealing. So if we go ahead and we remove these, the shining star of this power strip isn't the AC connectivity on the top, but rather the connectivity on the front here. Now, you're gonna see a front I/O, and we're gonna get some B-roll shots to kind of get that a little bit clearer for you as well. But on the front, you have dual USB-C, and then you have a USB-A over here as well. And these USB-Cs are actually capable of 65 watts, which is the exact wattage that I would need for the MacBook Pro brick that I got, being the 65 watt that comes default with the 14 inch. Of course, it will work with a 95 watt output as well, but it will restrict it to 65. It'll still charge perfectly fine though. And then your USB-A on the front, that's actually going to give you 18 watts of connectivity. Now, why I love this so much, not only is it just overall a nice small footprint, but I doubt I'll be using these guys here. Mainly I'll be using these front-facing ports, but at the times that I don't want to use this at all, because I try my best to turn off every power strip I have so it's not converting AC power and wasting utilities when I'm not using them, you have a very quick on-off, and then you have nice rubberized feet on the bottom here as well. And these are very non-slip. I was a little concerned because this is so light that it may slide around. Honestly, guys, it doesn't go anywhere. And we have a very long power cord. And at the end of the power cord, again, we have the US version, so the AC plug. This is a 90-degree plug. And this is great for me because this actually plugs in behind my couch, meaning I can actually push the couch all the way up against the wall and we don't have big honking bricks behind it. So if I pull through the mess of cables that I literally use every single day, we're gonna start with this guy here. Now I have the Apple Watch SE, I got it on launch. So my charging accessory is USB-A to the actual cradle here that charges through induction. We're gonna plug that into the USB-A in the front. We're going to grab this guy here. This is the cable that came with my 12 Pro. So this guy here is USB-C to Lightning. So we're gonna plug this guy right in the middle here. And then we're gonna take this long braided cable. This is USB-C to MagSafe. This came with my 2021 14-inch MacBook Pro. We're gonna plug this over in the USB-C here. So now, as you can see, I have a nice forward-facing string of cables. It's not very bulky, nothing sticking out of the top, and I still actually have room for AC adapters, which is great, but this is kind of all the connectivity I need, and it looks fantastic on my desk as well, much better than it did before. And I'm actually going to get a second one of these because this I tested and it actually fits directly under my TV behind me as well. So I'd like to push this under the TV, give me those front IOs to charge camera batteries through the USB-A and then utilize the USB-Cs as well. And then with the AC adapters on the top, I'm gonna have those kind of pushed so they're accessible behind the TV so I can plug some stuff in there as well. But overall, I've been using this for about, I would say 2-3 days. It supplies 65 watts perfectly fine for my MacBook, which I love. It charges my phone perfectly fine, and it charges my watch perfectly fine. Other than that, it does support QC 3.0. It's that 3-in-1 design that we talked about as well. Adapter free, so that's the biggest thing, and I'm just reading some of the materials off their website here as well. Very, very durable. It is protective as well, so not only does this split power, but it is a surge protector as well. They claim it's a desk ornament. I mean, it does look nice. It's just kind of weird labeling for that, I suppose. And smart IC technology. So essentially what that means is, let's say I have something else like my AirPods plugged into this lightning adapter here. It doesn't need to output the full 20 watts. It's going to identify exactly what's plugged in, and it's going to route enough power that it needs to charge efficiently. So overall, very, very impressed with this little power strip. It's definitely going to be used on a daily basis for me. And if you guys are looking to pick up one of these as well, I will have links in the video description. The manufacturer did send this out to me. This is not like a paid partnership or anything. They actually didn't even ask for a video. They ended up just asking if it was something that I wanted to check out. I knew I was in the market for the MacBook, and then I knew that I really needed to find more viable solutions for charging for everything else on my desk. So I said, sure. I used it, make sure it works for you guys before I recommended it, and I am so glad that I have it, because trimming these kind of fat boys down, well, not so much this one's small, but this is a huge brick. I absolutely love using this little guy here. So if you think that it's something that you guys can use as well, let me know in the video comments how you'd be using it, where you would put it, and if you'd ever be looking at more than one, because I know I am after just a couple of days of usage. But until my next video, guys, my name is Crazy Dog. You guys have been awesome, and we'll catch you all in my next one. Take care.